What's up? Good morning and welcome to Headbanger's Kitchen. My name is Sahil. I'm a death metal musician and I run this cooking YouTube channel called Headbanger's Kitchen, which you are watching right now. And I also run a food blog called Headbanger Eats, where I review local restaurants, organize food events, and do other fun things. So if you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. And these morning live streams have become a bit of a ritual now, so I said, why not? I've got my cup of coffee. It's a little later today than it is normally. It is 10 a.m. here in Mumbai city, and normally I have my first cup of coffee around 8 a.m. But today I decided to have it a bit late, so here I am. I don't know if anyone's going to be online, but if you are, hello and welcome to the stream as usual. Um, what's cooking, everybody? Last night I went out for dinner with some chef friends, and oh, when that happens, there's a lot of food. A lot of food. Hold on, someone's at the door. Gotta go and see who's at the door. It's probably the garbage collection. Okay, Dipti's getting it. Hello, hello, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Um, yeah, so went out for dinner with some chef friends last night, which means there's a lot of food happening as always. Had a nice cocktail. Fatima, no, I'm not on keto. I'm sorry to disappoint those who might be here for the keto stuff. Guys, I quit keto in 2019. I stopped making keto videos in 2022. Currently, I'm focused on Indian food and meat recipes, but my website and my YouTube channel have about 400 keto recipes that you can access at any time. Miami Girl, unfortunately, it does not look like I am writing any more cookbooks at this point. Unfortunately, I have too many things happening in life, and I have no offers from any publishers that make financial sense for me to invest in a cookbook. Also, given that this channel is not doing the best, it's it's not really worth the effort right now, at least, because a book takes a lot of time and energy. And to answer both Fatima and Junaid's question, guys, I'm going to tell you something about weight loss that I have said actually since a very long time. Weight loss is all about calories. You don't need any particular diet to lose weight. All you have to do is eat fewer calories than you burn and you will lose the weight. What I like to do is I like to now write down my weight every morning. I exercise regularly, so I go for a walk or I go to the gym twice a week and lift weights. I focus on protein in my meals and I eat lots of fruits and vegetables. I don't buy a lot of high calorie snacks. I don't snack at all. I eat about 3 meals in a day, and they are three good, substantial meals. In fact, I don't eat that much for breakfast, but the main thing is you need to calculate your TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure. This is going to vary based on your height, your weight, your age, and then you need to just weigh and log your food for a couple of months so that you can learn to eyeball portions. Buy a kitchen scale, it will help you in the long run. In fact, I have done a full blog series. I did this in I want to say 2021. So if I go to my channel, I'll share the link with you guys because I think most of you have not seen this. It's called My Unimpressive Weight Loss Transformation. And I say unimpressive is because most people, like on YouTube, who show you videos of weight loss, they are going from like 300 pounds to 100 pounds, and it looks so, like wow, wow, this person lost another human being, like in terms of size. Someone like me does not have that much weight to lose. I have maximum 10 kgs I had to lose. So it was not much. It's 20 pounds. That's really not a lot. So for me, this was an unimpressive weight loss transformation in terms of the sort of YouTube aesthetic of it. But the main thing is that you want to lose the weight slowly and surely so that it doesn't come back. And that, here's the thing, right? When you diet, you are doing something that is not sustainable for the most part. Like, if you cannot sustain the diet that you're on, then it is not a long term thing. But if you make small changes in your lifestyle where you can actually stick to them, then you're going to be able to do that till the day you die. So, whatever I'm doing now, I eat everything and I eat it in moderation. Here's my vlog series called The Unimpressive Weight Loss Transformation. Watch it whenever you have time. Hi NKS432. Yes, I have seen. So I find Owen Han is not as crazy. Owen Han actually makes very nice sandwiches. Yeah, the other guys. See, that's the thing, right? Like, it's what do people watch? People watch that stuff, so they keep making. I mean, Junaid, look, I can't tell you what to do, but I would say, like, think about your life, right? Like, what do you want out of life? What do you want out of food? What is actually sustainable for you? I mean, even if you are not on keto, I mean, even if you are on keto, you have to portion control. Like, keto doesn't mean you can eat everything without consequences. Even on keto, unless you are portion controlling, you're not going to lose weight. Like, you may not portion control because, so, as I tell people this all the time, a diet like keto is very high in protein and fat. Both are very satiating foods. So, you have a tendency to eat less. But just because you have not actively thought of portion control or counted calories doesn't mean you have not actually done it inadvertently. Hey Kasturi, yes, I have had jamon iberico from Spain. It is amazing, very expensive. Hi Sonali, I have been to Thane many times, but mostly to play shows with my band in the previous years or to go to a friend's house. But unfortunately, the Thane food scene is not to my liking. Most of the restaurants that make the food that I like, they don't do it well because they're too Indianized and they're too spiced up for the local palate. So, and that's true for even like Andheri and Borivali and Mira Road and all these places. Like things like Japanese food, Italian food. These are all to get like the more authentic versions of these foods you largely find around Bandra and maybe South Bombay. Other parts of town, they tend to just demonize it too much. I mean, sorry, not demonize. They tend to Indianize it too much. Hey, Mike from New Zealand. Carpent Down Under, I would not recommend this water diet either. These are all things that don't really, like, they are quick fixes, and if you go back to normal eating, then you're going to put back all the weight on. So it is really very pointless to do these things. Honestly, like, just eat what you want and eat it in moderation. Buy a kitchen scale. Make small sustainable lifestyle changes you can adhere to. Of course, if you can sustain diets like keto, carnivore, etc., go for it. Honestly, if you just want to experiment, go for it. It's your life and your body. You are free to do what you want, but understand that you are experimenting and that these are not magic bullets that are going to cure all your problems and solve everything that you've been struggling with. So I think that's important. Hi Shrisha. Manji, yes, Lucknow. Someday. Okay, I don't need this window open here now. So, by the way, first of all, I want to say, well, thank you all for being here on the live stream with me. I really appreciate that you choose to spend your time here. I appreciate it. Just so you know. So, I'm always grateful for your support. And of course, don't forget to go and check out all the new recipes on the YouTube channel which you have missed, because there are a lot of them. And the more and more I'm doing these live streams on a daily basis, I'm getting to interact with more of you who have not seen me in a very long time. And many of you think I've even stopped making videos, but I have been like hard at work. In fact, I always like to do this. Once we hit like a few more people on the live stream, I'll do it. I've kept the page open as well. So let me know, guys, what are you normally eating for breakfast on a daily basis? Do you have a go to breakfast, or are you like me? You just eat whatever's left over in the fridge. I'm curious to know what is your go to breakfast. Or are you somebody who intermittent fasts and doesn't eat breakfast? And as always, if you can find the like button, smash the like button. If you can't find the like button, no problem, it's all good. Thank you, Mike. Sonali, that's great. My wife Dipti also does intermittent fasting in the morning. She doesn't eat breakfast most days. Devansh, that sounds very healthy. Kapin, so you're doing intermittent fasting basically. So I used to do a lot of intermittent fasting, and then over time, what happened was I kind of started to get old, and I need my coffee in the morning. So when I drink black coffee, I get a little bit of, I think, acidity. I'm not sure. So I generally like to eat something in the morning so that I'm not feeling like that. Hi, Sherry. Boiled eggs are good. Devansh, well, I guess your laziness is helping your health as well, so that's a good thing. Well, look, whatever reason you do what you do, it's all about balance, right? You know, at the end of the day, the calories are what are going to determine weight gain or weight loss. Obviously, the quality of the food you eat in terms of the food choices you make is going to determine your overall health, and of course your exercise and all other kinds of stuff. So many variables when it comes to everything that we do. There's no real one size fits all. I don't know what jobs you guys work in. What do you guys do for a living? Let me know. What is your day job? Do you have a day job? And do you have a side job as well? I think most of you know that I do food related content, and I guess I call myself a content creator now. I'm a food content creator as my full time job. And, for me, I do music on the side, which is my passion, but that just breaks even, that doesn't make any money. Ooh, that sounds good. My thoughts about carb intake, how much are really necessary for an average Indian? There's nothing like an average Indian. Eat as many carbs as you feel like you want to eat within your calories and macros. Do you feel better when you eat carbs? Eat them then. You don't feel good eating carbs? Reduce them. It's all about, there is no like you have to eat so many carbs or you will like collapse or something. No. And what are the carbs you're eating? Like potato chips are carbs, so is rice, so are fruits, even eggs have a carb in them. So, my suggestion is don't stress about all these things. Try and just have a well balanced diet. Little bit of carbs, little bit of fat, lots of protein. Protein is, I think, the macro that I prefer to focus on because it helps you to retain muscle. And if you are lifting weights, if you are doing resistance training, which I generally suggest everyone do, even though I'm not a doctor, nor a dietitian, nor a nutritionist, but if you eat your protein, you're going to be able to build and maintain muscle, and that will keep you better, like in better shape than if you don't eat the protein. So protein is always something I would recommend focusing on, just as a friend, not as a professional of any sort. Well, Sonali, I would definitely also recommend, and this is for everyone who says, I don't have self control, I binge eat, I don't know how to stop at one piece of chocolate or whatever. Like, if you have any kind of that issue with food, you should definitely speak to a therapist as well, because there may be underlying issues for your eating. And once you sort of resolve those, you might find yourself being able to manage your food a lot better, because you're not emotional eating, or you're not eating to fill some void, or you're not just eating for the sake of it. These are things that people don't talk about. Oh, it's so nice to see your professions. Very cool. Sandeep, if you are a diabetic patient, do not take advice on the internet from anybody. Please go to an actual doctor and ask them. Nisha Khan, I don't do keto, and I would not recommend that you like. If you're 105 kgs, you should probably just get a nutritionist or a dietitian to help you out, because that's going to make more sense, because they can help you track your progress and things like that. The internet will give you a million different answers. How long, like, if you do want to try keto, go for it. But understand one thing, keto works like any other diet. You need to eat in a calorie deficit to lose the weight. When you start keto, you will lose water weight, and then you will have to, like, honestly, look, if you cannot sustain keto, think about, why are you trying to do keto? Why can't you just make small sustainable lifestyle changes? But like, there are so many sort of variables, right? Like, I don't know what your lifestyle is like. How many kids do you have? Do you have kids? Are you married? Are you alone? What's your job like? How much time do you have to dedicate to certain things? Do you have access to exercise? Are you able to exercise? So if you can get a dietitian or a nutritionist to personally give you a plan, that is always a better idea. Hey Sonali, that's cool. Very cool. I mean, look, at the end of the day, most people, and I'm going to be guilty of that as well. I went on the keto diet also because it was a quick fix. Like, somebody sold the keto diet to me, like, as in my friend only who did it. He was like, oh, I ate lots of meat and butter and cheese, and he lost 30 kilos. And I was like, wow, I can lose weight doing no exercise and just eating like cheese and butter and meat. And that's why I did keto. I was like, wow, this is so cool. But you know what? The novelty wore off. And now I realize I felt better eating carbs than I did on keto. So I shifted. Now, for all those just joining in, hello, welcome to the live stream. My name is Sahil. This is my channel, Headbangers Kitchen, and I do lots of cooking videos. Let me show you what you guys have been missing if you are old subscribers. So check out all these new. So if you go to my channel, Headbangers Kitchen, there is a video section and you can see all the recipes you missed. I got this lovely tamarind fish curry, black pepper chicken. We got a delicious crab omelette from Tamil Nadu, chole bhature, gajar ka halwa, chettinad chicken, chicken poha. I'm also doing some recipes like smoked mac and cheese. Then we got General Sauce prawns. We got fish curry from Kerala, kefrial from Goa, ghee roast chicken from Karnataka, pav bhaji. Like, check this out. Like, so many recipes I've done. Like, check this out. You want to get in on these sandwiches? Look at this. You gotta watch this video of viral fish sandwich. Look how good that fish sandwich looks, guys. Tell me that doesn't look good. Ooh, yeah. Look at this sandwich. Italian cold cuts. I also have like healthy dinner recipes that are not keto. So I haven't been doing keto videos for a long time. I did do like a few podcast episodes as well. And we did some like my current diet, what eating in moderation means. We did some Pakistani chapli kebabs, some delicious lamb. So look at all these recipes on my channel. Also did some A5 Wagyu, dry aging steaks, best steak ever. And yeah, and these are like for those who are looking for non-keto fat loss plans, these are all there. So there are a lot of There's a lot of videos on my channels that you guys have missed out, so do check them out. You know, honestly, my thing that I always tell people is if you have any medical condition, you can watch as many videos as you want, but always consult your doctor, because even the doctors on the internet do not take liability for your health. So, seriously. Yes, Dan, I'm still lifting weights, but not as often as I would like to. I do it twice a week now, to be honest. And pretty soon, when I move, I'm not going to have access to the gym. So, I'm going to have to buy a set of dumbbells and just do that at home. Yes, I'll try and stay as buff as possible. I do watch buff dudes every now and then, but I haven't seen them in my feed for a while. You know, honestly, I think eating healthy is expensive in any country. Almost. Hello to everyone joining in. Good to see you all. No, I don't speak in Hindi because I have a channel with a global audience, so I like to speak in English, which is the more common language spoken across the world, at least for my audience. So if I speak in Hindi, it makes no sense because then only few people will understand it. So yeah. Yeah, Mike, I totally understand that, makes sense. I mean, look, like I said, whatever amount of weight you have to lose, look at losing 1 to 2 pounds or 1 kilo a month. So if you got 40 kilos to lose, make take 40 months to lose it. It doesn't matter. You might lose it faster, that's great, but if you have a realistic sort of number, like, so I'll be honest, guys, right now, let me show you my this is my weight loss journey for 2024. Yeah, I want to so my goal is to build muscle, to lose body fat, and like I'd like to get leaner and look a little better. Now I started this year at 78.3 kilos. Okay, my goal is to reach 68 kilos. So I'm looking to lose 10 kilos this year, not lose 10 kilos of like fat and muscle, just fat. I want to lose about 10 kilos of fat, body fat. I need to maintain my muscle. I need to make sure I don't lose too much muscle in the process. So, protein is my focus constantly. Every meal, I want to get in some good amount of protein. I want to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables so that I have a lot of nutrition and a lot of nutrients. I also food blog, so I should be able to eat restaurant food. I should be able to drink alcohol. I should be able to have a good time when I go out. So, keeping all this in mind, I eat everything in moderation. So, I started January. I was 78.3 kilos on the 1st of Jan. 1 month later, I was 76.4. So, in the first month, I lost almost 2 kilos in January. Then, Feb to March, I lost again just about a kilo, 75.3. As of this morning, I am 75.1. So I've basically lost 3.2 kilos. And my goal was to by December this year be 68. So this is slow, it's steady, and it is a balanced approach to losing weight. So I'm getting to go to restaurants and eat food. I'm having a cocktail if I want to. I eat everything. There's no restriction. I felt like an ice cream sandwich, I'll eat half of it. But I weigh my food when I'm at home. I log my calories mentally because now I've been calorie counting for 10 years so I can eyeball things. But that's the goal. Slowly and steadily lose the weight. 10 kilos, 10 to 12 months. Realistic goals. Sherry Berry. Yes, weight goes up and down every single day. Don't worry about it. Hey chef, good morning, good to see you. And yes, that absolutely the lifting weights really helps, makes you look. So what happens is when you lose weight without exercise, you also lose muscle. And what that does is it makes you skinny fat. So you look like a dehydrated version of yourself. So if you were a grape earlier, you look like a raisin now. You don't look like well filled out and like you don't look like healthy. You look like, oh, like you like not been eating. So what inspired me to start my channel? So my channel actually started as a heavy metal cooking show where I would create a dish inspired by a heavy metal band, and then I would get that metal band on my show. I would interview them, and then they would eat the food that I made. And there was no real like, so the inspiration was like I started food blogging on Facebook. Like I think this was 2007. I had just gotten a Sony Ericsson phone and I took a picture with the phone. Yeah. And I wrote the recipe out and I put it on my Facebook. And I did that for like 2 3 years. And then I shot my band's first music video in 2009, towards the ending. And 2008 2009 we finally had like broadband in India. We had YouTube in India properly. Like you could, like YouTube was starting to become a thing. So I was watching a lot of cooking videos. Like I would watch these guys from Epic Meal Time. They would make these crazy food concoctions. And there was another channel called the Barbecue Pit Boys. I would watch them. They would do like 3 whole pigs in a smoker and all. So I was like very inspired, and I was like, I asked the director of my band's music video, I said, listen, what if we film my recipes videos? Will you shoot it for me? Because I didn't have a camera and stuff, or I didn't know how to shoot recipe videos and things like that. So he said, sure. He said, but like just a cooking show is very boring. So then we came up with this idea of Headbangers Kitchen, where, because I'm a death metal musician and everything I do is to promote my band. So so that kind of worked out really well. And then I did that for like 5 years, and then it didn't really go anywhere. So I was like, I can spend the same time making music instead, and I'll shoot videos when I have time, because by this time I had already learned to shoot on my own and edit and things like that. So yeah, just it took off from there when I was on the keto diet. Renu Yadav, if you're vegetarian, I would honestly think that maybe you should not do keto, because you're already limited as a vegetarian. In fact, I would suggest, again, don't take my advice, talk to a nutrition or a dietitianist. Talk to a nutritionist or a dietitian. A dietitianist. Focus on protein. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Don't overdo the sweets and the high carb snacks and the high calorie snacks, but you can eat them. Yeah, exercise regularly, go for a walk, go to the gym and lift weights if you can, or buy some weights and do some training at home with a trainer. That way, when you lose the weight, you'll be able to keep it off. Honestly, for me, the way I think, like, again, like I said, always take my advice with a pinch of salt, a grain of salt, a bucket of salt. If you are vegan or vegetarian, the keto diet is not for you. You're already limiting yourself being a vegan or a vegetarian. You don't have access to meat, organs, protein from those sources. So why would you deprive yourself of one more food group? Instead, just eat in moderation, exercise regularly, count your calories, and do it slowly and surely, and lose the weight and keep it off. Also, go get a checkup done with your local health provider. Oh, hi Nash. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, like, I mean, as a vegetarian, you're already not eating meat. So, I mean, that's a whole bunch of protein sources gone. In fact, like, most people think, oh, lentils have a lot of protein. They don't. Lentils, chickpeas, all of these things are more carb than protein. You know, a keto vegan would eat a vegan protein powder, literally. Even tofu hardly has any protein. What vegans, and actually, here's a good protein source for vegetarians and vegans, it's something called soya chunks. That actually is packed with protein. That has like 54 grams of protein in 100 grams of soya chunk. So that is the one legit protein source you have. You do get high protein paneer now, which obviously vegans can't eat. Tofu has like 8 grams of protein in 100 grams. What are your thoughts on mustard oil for weight loss? I don't even know what that means. What is the mustard oil for weight loss? This sounds straight out of some charlatan's playbook. Someone wants to sell mustard oil. Mustard oil for weight loss. Let me see what this is. This is absolute bullshit. Stay grounded. It does not matter. The estrogen doesn't do anything to you. This is again pseudo scientific rubbish that these carnivore people like to throw out because they are fighting with the vegans. You can eat your tofu, you can eat your soy. Nothing will happen to you as a man. You will not become a woman. You will not become more feminine. The amount of bullshit that these people peddle because they've got their own personal biases, the carnivores and the vegans both, they're like, I knew it. The day the veganism took off, I knew that carnivore was going to show up at some point because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Idiots on both sides. There's no like, just find a normal middle ground and don't like be extreme, right? Your body will absorb the protein, don't worry about it. Again, there are people on both sides that can be a model study for it. At the end of the day, look, if you are a vegan and that makes you happy and you feel better on it and you are sleeping well at night, I don't care whether you eat plant protein or whatever. Yeah, and there are enough vegans I know, thankfully, who don't parade their beliefs around, who don't shame other people. They are vegan, they eat their stuff quietly in the corner. They don't care if you're eating meat. Those are the type of vegans I like. Same with carnivore. The guys who like carnivore eat their carnivore stuff quietly in the corner and don't give you crap that carnivore is the right human diet and our ancestors ate like this. Your ancestors died at 40, so shut the fuck up. Like all those people, really. Hey Nash, so I just want to break a stereotype. So Hindus eat meat. There are only certain Hindus that don't eat meat, and that's a very special, not a special actually, they think they are special, but they're not special at all. This Hinduism thing is because of a very disgusting part of the religion, which is the caste system, where there are things like untouchability, purity of the human is attached to the vegetarianism, which is why it's a big problem in this country. So in India, vegetarians act like they're better than everybody else. They attach their morality to their diet, which again is a bunch of bullshit. But yeah, I won't go down that road, but let's just say there's a lot of problems there. Again, there are enough Hindus who are vegetarian and just are happy to do what they do and they don't really get involved in the other stuff. But there are enough of them that like they will not touch the plate of a meat eater. They will not use the same vessel as a meat eater, even if it has been washed. They will not go into a restaurant if meat has ever been cooked there. So there's a lot of problem there. Yeah. So yeah, big issue. But anyway, I digress. Wow, this live streams have been on for 33 minutes. Thank you to everyone who is here. By the way, if you can, smash that like button if you can find it. Everyone has a right to choose. You know, if you don't like to eat meat, don't eat it. The problem is is what happens after that. See, the thing is personal choice. When your personal choice is actually personal, nobody cares. You know, it's all good. You know, any tips for weight loss? Yes, of course. Eat in a calorie deficit. You will lose weight. Hands down, that is the flat formula. Let me show you. So what you do is, all right, I've already done this on my vlog, but I'll do it again because, you know, you guys are here. All right, just go to Google and type TDEE. Type TDEE, not TDEE, not TDDE. Type TDEE. Okay, you type TDEE, and you'll get a couple of calculators. You can probably use the first one. Okay, so let's put in my details. I'm 41 years old. I'm a man. I am about 165 centimeters, and I currently weigh, as of this morning, 75.1 kilos. My exercise is moderate, 4 to 5 times a week. I go for a walk, so let's calculate. All right, so my estimated maintenance. So if I want to stay at my current weight, that's what maintenance means. I need to eat 2300 calories per day. To lose weight, I need to eat about 2000 for a mild weight loss, which is about quarter kilo per week. For half kilo week of weight loss, I need to eat 1800 calories. That is it. This is it. Now you weigh your food, log your food, and eat this amount. Simple. Easy. So let me show you. For example, you can use a calculator like my it's called My Fitness Pal. There are many others as well. My Fitness Pal. Let me see if I'm logged in or not. I am not logged in. Does this remember my password? All right, I'll show you. So it's the same thing for weight gain. You just need to eat more calories. Okay. So for example, My Fitness Pal. Let's say I want to eat breakfast. Okay. Just very simply, let's see. Oh, accept and continue. All right. So let's add food. So say I want to eat breakfast now. All right, let's add breakfast. Okay, I'm going to add, let's say I eat 2 boiled eggs for breakfast today. Egg. Add, check. Oops, sorry. Oops, add food. Sorry, I made a mistake. Add food. Let's look for egg. All right. Let's say I have, I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, one large, let's say I have 2 large eggs, boiled eggs. There's no oil, nothing. So I have 2 large boiled eggs for breakfast. Okay, that's fantastic. So I've eaten 143 calories. I have got, so this is, I mean, you can set your goals. Earlier I had set it very low, it was too low. But like, yeah, you can basically see it here. Can't seem to lose my last 25 pounds. I'm intermittent fasting. USA Baines, what you have done is you have probably, okay, most important thing is fasting for 21 hours is not going to, what are you eating? Look, you want to lose weight, you got to track what you're eating. I think stop fasting for 21 hours. That is too drastic. Just eat 2 meals in a day. Don't do this 1 meal a day thing. Honestly, I don't I don't think that's a smart thing to do. But actually weigh out your food, log your calories, because I feel at this point, if you have been intermittent fasting for 21 hours, how many months, years have you been doing it? Your body will, your metabolism will actually slow down. So you need to compensate for that as well. So it's a little complicated. I would say maybe get a trainer, a personal trainer, to help you out, because they will be able to guide you a little better. Because if you're burning 600-700 calories daily and you're intermittent fasting 24 hours, I think you might need some specialized help, so sometimes when you reach those last 2-3 kilos or whatever you're looking to lose, that's when it gets harder and you might need personalized help. Absolutely, chef. Wow, we got 50 people on the live. If you can find the like button, do smash it. And after the live stream, do go watch all the videos on the channel, all the awesome new recipes that you're missing out on. And of course, if you like what I do, you can always. What happened to my voice? I haven't been practicing live streaming. Thank you, Sonali. Appreciate it. That's a good idea, Sherry Berry. Yeah, find a way to exercise that you're happy with. So I used to walk inside my house for many years. I didn't like going outside. Now I go out and walk a good 5, 6 kilometers, and I try to go to the gym twice a week. This week I haven't gone to the gym, I've just walked. And Wednesday I had an event, so I couldn't do anything that day. But, I still moderated my food and things like that. Well, my coffee is over, so that's that. Is there anything interesting going on in the world? I need to find out if some bread is being delivered here. Am I still trying to lose weight? Yeah. Here it is. I just gave a full rundown. I started at 78 kilos in January, and I hope to by December be 68 kilos. But with muscle. Something like that. I try. Thank you. We have these available for purchase, I think. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a way to purchase it on my website. Cereal. Yeah, we got them. We got these t-shirts. There we go. Save it. Yeah, you should find it below this video somewhere. Thank you, Lit Bro Project Productions. All right, it is 10:44. So today I'm going for a friend's pop-up, a chef friend of mine, and he's doing a nose to tail menu. So we're going to be eating about 7 different animals from the nose to the tail. So yeah, it's going to be fun. All right, guys, this has been a 43-minute live stream. So I'm going to be on for another 2 minutes. So hit me with those rapid fire questions, guys. Hit me with your rapid fire questions and I'll answer them. And then at 45 minutes, I will say goodbye because I do actually need to go and get some work done. But as always, make sure you check out all the recipes on the video. But as always, check out the recipe videos on the channel. Thank you, Mike. I am doing them quite regularly now and I'm quite enjoying them thanks to you folks, because it would be pretty boring if I was here alone and nobody was watching me. So thank you all for being here. I'm very grateful that you choose to spend your time watching me. I'm just some guy from India who has a YouTube channel, and I appreciate all the time that you guys give me from your lives. So yeah, thank you. All right, now hit me with those rapid fire questions. Shoot. Ooh, awesome, Dan. That's great. Butter chicken this weekend. Thanks, Sherry. Good night. Thank you, Cherry. Oh, and don't forget to check out the vlog series that I've pinned over here. My unimpressive weight loss transformation, where I teach you how to lose weight by eating everything you want in moderation. All right, folks, that's it. 45 minutes to the dot. I'm going to say bye now. Thank you all for being here once again. I'll see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep cooking. Horns up.